Now that we have power back, welcome back to some more Cosmoteer. I am StormRunner Gaming, and I'm finally jumping back into the game after a while of being away. But, you know, I kind of just, I don't know, the game got a little bit old, like, forever ago, and I haven't jumped really back into it. But I saw the update on the Discord channel, and I'm like, hey, might as well check it out, talk about the implications to the game, to like the thrusters and everything, because if you guys didn't know, the most recent update is changing a lot with the thrusters in game. So we have the huge thrusters, engine rooms, the three-way small thrusters, and the two-way small thrusters. So this is more going to be a talking episode, like a lot of my Cosmoteer ones. So if you're looking more for a battle, I'm not going to be doing much of that. I'm just going to be showing a couple of tests and talking about the different numbers and like outputs of these things. So I don't know. I guess if you still want to watch, keep going. So I'll still be here. But anyways, the first thing we've got is these large thrusters, which I've actually thrown onto one of my designs. And I don't really think they're worth it though, honestly, because if we look at the stats real fast, we can see that it is capable of pushing twice the power of a large thruster, and it also takes longer to achieve full thrust. So also you can look at the price tag of that is $10,000, and the large thruster is $4,000. So if you take two of them, that's $8,000 for something that costs $10,000. So they're basically, these two modules I've got here, the same exact price. Not the same exact thrust, excuse me, but the price is just higher for the huge thruster because, well, I don't know. But basically, we're getting a much better deal by using the large thrusters, and you have less space for this area. The only thing you might be missing out, excuse me, is the space that the huge thruster takes. You can fit more of them in a row this way than you'd be able to fit with the large thrusters, because the same amount of power takes 4 across and 2 up, and these take a 3x3 square. So if you're putting them on the back of your ship or something for forwards thrust, you wouldn't be able to get the same amount of power out of the large thrusters. The next thing I'm going to jump into, and I thought this was actually a very interesting update to the game. I can actually build another ship for you guys right here, but basically we have this module called an engine room. And you all might be thinking, well, what is this? What does it do? Basically, it gives 50% increase to the power of a thruster. So basically, if you connect anything up to it, you see the little icon is giving you 50% more power, so you can do whatever shape design you want all the way around it to get 50% more power. And in my opinion, I think the best setup for this is using the standard thrusters, because you can fit, what is that, 3, 6, 9, 12 around the edge of it to be able to effectively use the engine room to the best ability that it is giving you. But the one downside, it does take power and crew to run this, but it does significantly decrease the amount of people you actually have to, or the amount of thrusters, excuse me, not people, the amount of thrusters you actually have to have on a build. So now we're getting all 12 of them with a boost of 50% when they finally get to the middle thing powered up. So I'm thinking we probably will see a lot of people trying to integrate this into some sort of pattern design like this. I don't know how exactly, but I don't know. But I have one more thing to talk about for this episode, and I'll be right back with that. Alright guys, I am back, and we can put an engine room, and we need some control room too. But the last thing that we've got in the update are these weird looking thrusters we've got here, which actually do take up a lot of space, but then again they save space, which is interesting. So they're like omnidirectional, but they're the small thrusters. Well, omnidirectional. They have 3 and 2 directions depending on which one you're using. And it seems like if you're trying to build something smaller or you need something cheap to where you need like a lot of controllability and something in a small area, this would actually be much better than the alternative and earlier updates, because you have to do something like this and it looks really silly and like you wouldn't really be able to. I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but this little piece we've got in the update is actually helping us out a lot, because it can give you forward, backward thrust, and the side thrust all in one block. But then again, you are getting this weird overlay of the area where you can't put anything, because you've got like a 3-sided thing that isn't allowing you to put anything on those edges of your ship. So if you want to put weapons or something in there, you wouldn't be able to. But of course you could put weapons behind it, but then like it'd be a nightmare to try to armor that. And like, I mean, I guess you could do it, but I wouldn't really recommend doing something like that, just because the thruster is very, let's just say it's very vulnerable to attack from other people, so your mobility would be taken down significantly by enemies. So, but one advantage I've seen to these little things is you can build really small ships that are pretty, they have every mobility aspect to them, so they're not missing a like a forward or reverse thruster or a side thruster. So they've got every direction here, so you're not losing out on any of that mobility. But I think I've just about rambled on about all of the engine rooms and the new update for the engines. So if you guys have tested out and have different results than what I was talking about with the huge thrusters and the large thrusters of the engine room configurations, you can always talk about it in the comments down below, or my Discord, which is on the channel, and I always love talking about Cosmoteer there. So you can come and join in there. But anyways, that is all I have for today. So if you guys like this, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. But I've never been great at goodbyes. My people need me, and I need to go.